stepping back a little bit just so I can accelerate and see what these go like. Whoa, shit, that's fast. Bells. I think this accelerates as fast, if not faster, than my GS. Whoa. Well, that's impressive for a start. I'm wondering if this has got an adjustable seat height, and it might be left on the higher seat setting. I don't think it will display it. I would imagine it's one of them things with the seat where it's got a couple of slots underneath. I might have to have a look later. It feels quite light and very nimble, but the front end definitely feels a lot lighter than a GS. A lot lighter. Alright. This should feel like that. It's got the F900 engine in it, slightly detuned. Yeah, this is very smooth. I find at low revs it's a little bit sort of jerky, but I'm talking 2000 RPM, so it's not surprising really. But as soon as it gets to 3 and above, it's really, really smooth. And it's bloody quick acceleration. Well, I mean, I am comparing it to a 2014 BMW GS. Yeah. No. I do remember very well, and I remember thinking the 1250 felt a little bit better than the 1300. But I mean, to be fair, we only rode them for what, an hour, and the weather conditions, if I remember right, weren't particularly brilliant. It rained. So I'd like to yeah. Yeah. And the rest. This is 8.5, but you can get the full luggage with it, and it comes to 9.2. That's with the top box, all the panniers and everything. Yeah, I know. But then you've got to remember about depreciation. The Chinese bikes at the moment, you know, they haven't had time to properly settle into the market, so that at the moment they're going to go down a lot quicker. Maybe a bit later on they might slow down a bit. Oh yeah, I know, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I buy them because I like to ride them. He said that you could go over potholes, Andy. Jesus Christ! You take this a bit higher in the rev range and it's got another power band. Bloody hell. I'm mightily impressed with the power on this. That really is incredible. That's what I'm out testing this for, to find out how I feel. I mean, I've had that GS 8 years now, and it feels like an extension to me. You know, I get on it and it's just part of me. So trying something different has got to impress me now, and this is definitely doing that. I can't even hear this one, it's so quiet. All I can hear is Andy's bloody bike. That is loud. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The seat on this is really comfy. Jesus, I've just put this in sport mode. Wow. Yeah, I can feel this is firmed right up as well. The only thing I get is a red label saying sport, but oh Jesus, the pull even from low down in sport is a notch up from road. That's quite noticeable, the difference. But it also feels like I'm perched on top of the bike now. Jesus. This, I will say, I think this is quicker than the GS. You definitely have to play with the gearbox on this. If I leave this at 3000 RPM in 5th or 6th and try and pull away, it's quite lumpy feeling. Yeah, it feels like it's, you know, it definitely feels like it's in the wrong gear, which I don't mind because I like playing with the gearbox anyway. But yeah, I'm in 3rd gear. I can't sit at 30 and 6th on this. Whoa, flipping heck. 2nd gear, just touch the throttle and it's away. This is this is a very impressive engine. Yeah, the gearbox on this, I don't think the change is that good. It's quite lumpy. I've keeping it pinned, but it's quite lumpy. It's I don't think it's smooth like the GS one, and everyone says how the GS is lumpy, but my GS is smooth. That was just that wasn't hard braking, that was just normal braking. I haven't touched the hazards. If you hit the brakes hard, right, hang on, I'm not touching the hazards. Oh, my hand was nowhere near the hazard lights. Yeah, gotta watch that. This speeds up really fast. The engine itself, I'd say, is really impressive. Gearbox, not so. And I've seen a lot of reviews saying that it's got a silky smooth gearbox. I don't agree with that at all. But I'm just going to say it as it is, you know, I'm not going to try and hide it. this is smooth at certain points, but other times it's not at all. So, I mean, I don't mind that particularly because I don't mind using the air clutch anyway and doing ordinary gear changes, so that's not really a problem. But if you've got it there, it should work. Yeah, when I'm using the clutch, I always blip, and I've got to admit, I don't use the Gear Shift Assist Pro on the Beamer very often. Sometimes I have moments when I do it, and other times I don't. Putting this back in road, I don't need to be in that mode. You got to shut the. Hang on. Maybe I'm just trying to. Oh, come on, change, bastard. Oh no, yes, just done it again. I'm not even on that. I just saw the hazards come on. It must be when you're. Ah, yeah. So it must have a radar on it, yeah. Yes, it is, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, but when you get used to it and you just go, oh, I think he's got a fault, you just ignore it then. But it's good for the initial time it happens. But it made me go straight for the hazard brake light switch. And then I put them on and it didn't make any difference because they were already on. Yeah. Yeah. Does it work if I get close to you? Does it happen on yours? Nope. And your back brake doesn't flash either. It has, yeah. I've been trying to find the menu on it, but it just seems to come up with an info screen and doesn't go any further. I mean, you know, you can't properly look at it when you're riding along, but yeah, that sounded good. The ride itself is lovely. I wouldn't buy one because I think the quick shifter is pretty shite, to be honest. I know that's doesn't fit in with all the other reviews, but maybe. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, that leaves room for improvement. The ride itself is absolutely lovely. The power is awesome. No, it does work, but it's like if you hit 4,000 RPM and use your gear change there, it seems to be buttery smooth. Below that, it's a clunky sort of feeling. But if you're properly revving it and you're up at higher revs, yeah, it feels really clunky and. Well, no, I would expect it to be nice and smooth. Andy's let me past. What's going on? That's what it is. Andy's running out of fuel. That's what it is. Oh. I've already used a bar. No, high revs as well. It's very clunky. Yeah, 4,000 to 5,000 revs seems to be the ideal place. It's absolutely buttery smooth then. I'm struggling to reach the floor on this one. I'll try and sit on it and see what it feels like, but. It's not. It's definitely not my cup of tea, that sort of bike. I like the colour scheme of that 800, the yellow and black. I think that's brilliant. A real wasp colour. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I find the mirrors on this are quite good. See everything in the mirrors. The mirrors. This seat height isn't adjustable, by the way. It is no, it's fixed seat height. It's supposed to be the same height as the Hemi, but this feels considerably taller. The gears on here, I think you have to work at them. You really do have to, be in the right gear for the right situation. It's easy to ride, but I've got to admit, the two things I like about it is A, the comfort. It is very, very comfortable. Backside, it's just beautifully padded, not feeling any ache or anything on it at all. And the power on it, just the power on this thing's phenomenal. It's way more than my GS, way more, or it feels like it is. I think the tank on this feels like it's like the Adventure, the GS Adventure. It comes out quite wide, so my knees are right behind the tank, which is quite nice. I don't know, actually. It's either 21 or 24, but I can't remember. I mean, it looks big enough. I don't know what the miles per gallon is on this either. I don't think I've seen any quoted anywhere either. Not the miles per gallon. Not that I can see. Maybe, but like I say, I can't seem to get anywhere with the menu at the moment. Yeah, there'll be something I'm doing wrong. I just don't know what. And the handlebar grips are lovely and hot. I'm liking this heated seat. It is nice. I didn't think it would get through all the gear I've got on, but it has, and it's lovely. My one doesn't. Oh, yeah, the one we tried it. Oh, I can't remember now, to be honest. It's quite a while ago. It's hard to concentrate. My ears are getting deafened. He is a yob. That thing is so loud. Yeah, I notice he's revving it a little bit less now. Although the fact is he's behind me and I can still hear it.